Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. So, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
Yes. Okay. So, one second. So, yeah. So, once again, I welcome everyone to technology-based entrepreneurship development program in aquaculture. So, now we have Mr. Praveen, manager of sathyabama-tbi. So, today is going to take about the topics of market survey tools and techniques. So, I request Mr. Praveen to start the session.
Thank you, Mr. Michelle V, for a warm welcome. So, myself, I'll just have a small brief introduction about myself. I'm Praveen, manager sathyabama-tbi, heading Sathyabama Technology Business Incubator. So, in past sessions, you would have heard about what is technology business incubation and what we are doing. I'll just give an overview of whoever has missed the sessions. We are a 10-year-old incubation center supported by NSTEB, DST, and we are majorly focusing on marine bioresource utilization and what as our thrust area is sustainable blue economy. So that is what we are working on, and we are having nearly 35 incubators who are incubated, and we also focus on social impact startups. We also promote smart manufacturing startups. So if any startups are interested, or if you want to have any mentoring or any other funding supports, you can always visit sathyabama-tbi. We are ready to help. So this is a small overview of what we are doing. So in today's session, to see what is market analysis, what is market survey, what are the importances of market survey, why we should go for a market survey before product launch and after product launch, pre and post launch. So we'll consider this session as most important and interesting session, because most of the revenue which is being generated by any startup or any business, major of the share is being spent only towards the marketing. So before starting my session, I just want to know, is my screen visible? I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah, I've shared my screen. I think the participants are not allowed to unmute themselves. So if anyone needs to interact, they can chat. I mean, they can use the chat box, and at any point of time, they can stop. If in case of any queries, you can ask me, or you can just raise your hands. Is my presentation visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so before starting with the presentation, markets survey. So first of all, I'd like to know what is marketing. What is the basic understanding of marketing? I want some answers from the participants. What is marketing? According to, so if I'm saying marketing, what is the first thing it comes, or what comes into your mind?
The promotion of new product.
I'm sorry, come again.
A product promotion of our new product. If we are
Promotion of new product. Okay, good. Nice answer. Promotion. Yes, any other answer? What is marketing? Why should I go for marketing? What is the importance? If I don't do marketing properly, what will happen to the company? Yes, any answers?
maximizing the sales of our product.
Good, maximizing the sales. So marketing plays a vital role in maximizing. So any business, the main agenda, main goal of any business is to maximize your profit. So how we can maximize the profit is to increase the customer base. We should have our product to be showcased to the customer. So that is the main thing. Very good, nice answer. Providing targeted individuals product based on their needs. Good. Marketing is creating awareness of the product. Yeah, definitely. Nice answer. You should have creating. You should create an awareness. If I'm going to have a product, I should create an awareness. Then only. Good. Yeah.
Create competition for alternative products.
Competition. Yeah. So the next thing is you need to know what the competitor is doing. Good. Nice. Okay. So next. So marketing. So if I'm saying marketing, is it selling? Is it advertising? Is it customer handling? Or promoting my product or price reduction or bargaining or anything? So these are the terms which comes into your mind, correct? So apart from this, there are so many terms involved in marketing. So marketing is a process of communicating the values of a product or a service to a customer for initiating sales. So that will be the first step. So you can't directly go and approach. For example, if I want to purchase anything, what is the first thing I will do? So for example, I'm going to purchase a mobile phone. Let us assume that mobile phone, it's being widely used. So if I'm going to have a mobile phone purchased, what is the first thing? I want some answers in chat box. I'm going to purchase a mobile phone. What is the first thing you will go and do? Will you directly go to any shop, or if you directly will go to Amazon and book the mobile phone, or before that, what you will do? Brand. Okay, good. You are first thing is you will be having a brand. Okay, I expect some more relevant answer. You will decide which brand you're going to. Let us assume that you have decided on brand. So first thing is what I will do is price. Good. So apart from this, the first thing what you will do is go and read a review. Correct? The customer review who has already purchased or who has already bought. So first thing is I will Google it, see how many stars it has got, who is having highest number of stars. So I will be going based on the customer reviews, correct? Who has already used. So when a customer is satisfied, then only he'll be giving good reviews, correct? So there are two types of buyers. One is just buying, and another is a customer. So buyer is only a one-time purchaser. He'll just purchase and he'll not turn again. So for example, if I'm purchasing an Apple phone,
So most probably an Apple customer will never go to another brand. Why? Because they are satisfied with the product, the brand which they have built, and the customer reputation, what they have, what they have maintaining, the security. So these are the, and that is going to have some value also. So that is a customer base what the Apple has created, right? So process of planning and executing, consumption, price, promotion, and distribution. So these are the areas in which the marketing concepts will be revolving around. First thing is the price. So the Indian customers, India is a nation where we first see the price tag. What is the price of the product? Even if I'm buying a 5 rupees pen, I see whether it's worth for 5 rupees. Yes, obviously, price is the first criteria. Promotion. So after purchasing, so for example, we can take an example of a Fiat car. So it was a very, very, superior brand all over the globe. But in India, it miserably failed, Fiat cars. Reason? Can anyone say what is the reason? What is the reason for failure of Fiat?
So lack of advertisement. So
Lack of advertisement. But it has a very good brand. The build quality is very excellent. The Fiat cars are, amazing. Marketing, okay. Where they majorly failed is after sales. So they did not have any. So you can see Hyundai showrooms, Hyundai service centers. You can see a lot of Tata Motors and Tata service centers. But Fiat, where they failed miserably is they did not have any service center. So if you want to have any service center in Chennai, you will be having only one service center. If you go to, so in each and every service center is a minimum located 50 to 60 kilometers from your home. So after sales, they did not concentrate on after sales. That is the main drawback of the customer base they have lost. Okay, so there were some technical issues in changing my slide. So importance of marketing. So I said, what is the reason to create an impact? So first thing is, why should you have a marketing awareness? First thing is to boost sales. Second is to create an awareness. If I'm going to have some product, I should create an awareness to someone that I have this product. This is the review of this product. It can solve a problem statement of this societal problem or anything. So builds company's reputation. So whatever so I gave an example of Apple phone that has built a reputation years after year. Prolongs company's existence. Okay. So prolongs company's existence is in nothing but you should have a revenue generated year after year, and you have to increase the customer base. You have to increase the product divergence. You have to target different customers, and you have to also have a profitable business running after. So these are the areas in which if you are going to concentrate marketing, so these are the areas in which you can focus your production. The main 4 P's of marketing. Where should I market? So everyone speaks about I have to do marketing, I have to do marketing. So what are the 4 P's of marketing? First is place. You have to choose who is the target customer. So for example, again, I will take an example of the same mobile phone. Okay, so I'm going to develop a mobile phone for a business person. So a business person will definitely be traveling from one place to another. So he requires a very long battery life. So if I'm saying that I've developed a mobile phone, the battery life would be for 1 week, 7 days. So that will be a pain point or the problem statement which would be addressed mainly for who's traveling, that to business people. So for example, if I'm going to develop a product for I think most of the college students or school students, they would be very much interested in gaming. So years back there was a very very popular game called PUBG, where you need to have the RAM and the processor speed very high, because the graphics which they have used, or the it should be rapidly, the RAM or the processor which is being used. So you should know whom you are going to target. So if you are going to have yes, good selfie camera, so you are going to target a different audience or different set of people. So you should know whom you are going to market, who is your customer base, how you are going to promote. Okay, so that is called the place in which you're going to promote. Next is promotion. So what is the media that you're going to promote? Mostly, if you're going to target the housewives would be mainly watching TVs. In between serials, you can have the promotion, and you can promote your brand or your product in a TV. But if you are going to concentrate on youngsters, you have to think in a different way how you can reach youngsters. So they are mainly focused in social media. You can promote your product in social media, and the youngsters can be reached via LinkedIn, Instagram, or other channels. Next is price. So price. So as I said earlier, in our nation, we are going to target the price component as the major thing in penetrating into a market. So I can give an interesting example of Jio. So Jio has launched their product 2 or 3 years back. At that time also, everyone was using the mobile phone. At that time, Airtel was there, Vodafone, Idea, so many players. Everyone was having using the mobile phone. But the Jio, what they had a different strategy in marketing their product. They said it is free of cost. For 1 year, you need not pay anything. Daily 1 GB free. So what they said, so they had promoted in such a way that they understood what is the pulse of a customer, what is the pulse of the Indian customer. So they had penetrated in. So once they said it's free, each and everyone, they just gave the Aadhaar card, and they got the SIM card, and we started using. When we are promoted, when we are used to that, we cannot stop that. Till Jio was introduced, monthly 1 GB was used by, I think everyone would agree with this. till Jio was introduced, monthly 1 GB was used by each and every mobile phone user. But now 1 GB is not enough for 1 day. So this is the price or the market penetration what they did. Already there was an existing market. There was a leader who was already in the market, but they understood what is the strategy they have to follow, and they penetrated into the market. So they had the price, and now they are fixing the price, and we are ready to adopt whatever the changes or whatever the tariff they have given. Next is product. So what is the product? Whether the product you are going to develop is feasible for the price which you have given. You should also be profitable. You should also be scalable. It should have some problem statement to be solved. So it should have some societal needs also. In that way, you have to develop your product. So difference between most of them, what they think is marketing and selling both are same, but actually it's different. So marketing is customer focused. So as I said, customer, you should focus on your customer. A best example is just go and Google. For example, if I'm going for a vacation, let us say that I'm going for a vacation to Goa. Just go and Google and say hotels in Goa, and just close it and open any other app like Facebook or anything. You will be getting a lot of ads related to hotels, related to resorts in Goa. How? So this is customer focused. So you should know what your customer wants, or what is the mindset of customer, what is he going to do. So this is known as customer focused. Next is selling. I'm coming to selling. What is product focused? So I gave an example of TV ads. It is product. You're just selling, but I can just switch off the TV, or I can change the channel when the ad is ad is running. So it is product. It is, you are just telecasting whether it is it is reaching the customer or not. You will not know. Okay. Next is marketing is long term. So you will be building a relationship between the customer and the buyer in terms of marketing. So you will know what the customer needs, what the customer wants. According to the customer needs and his requirement, you are going to fulfill the customer needs. So marketing is a long-term process, and the selling is a short-term process. So selling, it's one time buy. He'll just buy and he'll just stop. But if I need to convert my buyer to a customer. Buyer is one time he'll be just using and he'll forget. A customer is he'll be repeatedly purchasing our product. So building some relation. So you will be building some relation between the buyer and the customer in terms of a marketing. So building a relationship. So I can again give a best example for building relationship is you have to emotionally connect with any product. So whatever the product you are selling. So best example I can give is the Arogya milk or the Hudson curd. So you're building a relationship. So in that ad, they'll be showing a lot of greenery, which would be just directly related to your emotional bonding. And for example, if you're going to see line dates ad, line dates. So they'll be just giving a tagline like strength like a lion. So these are taglines where it is going to directly connect to emotions of customer. For example, again, Complan. So if I'm going to have Complan, I'll just have taller, stronger, and sharper. So this is the tagline what they have generated. So this is going to be targeted on the parents or the parent community, where if they are going to focus, if everyone will definitely have a dream that their kid should be strong, sharp, and stronger. So this is how you have to build whatever the product you are going to market. So you have to have an emotional connect to whatever the product you are selling. Again, the next is, so we had seen the difference between marketing and selling. And the next difference is marketing and advertising. So marketing, again, it's going to be a systematic planning. So I said, depending upon the customer need or the customer emotions, you have to sell the product. But in case of advertising, it's a paid process. You can reach the customer either by newspaper, either by TV ads, and other things. But it's paid. It's just an announcement. You're just announcing that I'm having a product. But in case of marketing, you're understanding what is the customer need. And for that, you're working or you are promoting the product to a customer. Next is implementation and control of mix of business. So you are going to control and implementation of mix of business. Either it can be a word of mouth marketing, either it can be online marketing, either it can be telephonic. Okay, so it can be of any kind. Next is advertising is promotion by a firm. So there will be an institution, they will be reaching any channel, they will be reaching any newspaper, and they're paying them, and the ad is being float. Next is intent to bring buyers and sellers together. So the best example is, again, if I'm going to sell, search something in Google, everything is reflecting in Facebook. So I'm going to bring a buyer and seller in the same platform so that I can I can buy or promote my product. Here it's retaining existing. So here it's going to be somewhat difficult in case of advertising. You're retaining the customer or generating the potential customer in case of advertising. So till now we have discussed about what is marketing, what are the different channels in which we can promote our product, what are the different streams in which you can reach the customer, how to create an awareness. Either it can be based on the customer want, or it can be different types. So I think you would have heard about push marketing and pull marketing strategies. Different types of strategies are there. So till this, any doubts or any queries or any comments, you can raise your hands or you can chat, use the chat windows. Any queries? Yes.
I think, sir, everyone has clear about what you have said. So I don't think so. They don't have any queries. So because everyone is quite. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session. So
no, I still have not finished.
Oh,
no,
okay. Okay, sir, you can continue.
Okay. Now starting with the market survey. So till now we have discussed about the market, what is market, how we are going to penetrate in the market, how you can reach the customer. Now only we are going to start with the market research. What are the so market survey. So how you are going to have a market survey, how it can be designed. What you need to do is a market research to help the business find the target market. So you should know whom I'm going to target, who is my target customer, how we are going to target the market segment. So determine how customers feels about the product or service. So you need to get the feedback. Market tools research includes data analytics, social media monitoring, competitor intelligence, and predictive analysis. So these are the areas in which you can do a market survey. Next is elements of market survey. So if I'm going to do a market survey, what are the market elements you have to focus? First is market size. What is the size of the market which I'm going to target? Next is sales analysis. First, market size. So to which region you are going to target, or who is the target customer, who is your user, who is your target base, everything is called the market size. Next is sales analysis. What is the sales you have did in the past region or past quarter? So in previous year, what is the sales, what you have did? In geographical location, majorly depends upon, for example, based on the geography. If I'm launching any product it will be only sold in that region. So that is called a geographical location. Next is market segmentation. So who is the target audience or segmentation or the group of people who are going to target? Next is demographic description, analysis of market demand, whether the product what you're developing is definitely needed for the people, or does it really have a market demand? So that has to be analyzed. Competition in the market, whether already any competitor is doing, whether if the competitor is there, whether we can also whether the competitor is having any gap, whether we are going to fulfill that gap, that has to be analyzed. So competitor analysis, consumer insights and requirements. So already there might be a competitor, but he will also have some gap left. So you have to identify which gap you are going to fulfill and for which the product you are going to work on. So that you have to identify and fulfill the gap. Next is identify your target audience. First thing is how you are going to do a market survey and how that can be related to your audience. So you should not have a closed group of audience. Identify your audience. You should not do your survey only with your friends or family or relatives. So you should have a wide group of audience where they will be, then only you can have a positive, even if you are going to have some criticism. Criticism is most welcome in case of product development, or in case of criticism only you can develop whatever the product or whatever the gaps the customer, because each and every customer needs are different. Okay. So for example, let us take an example of a soap. Let us take, I'm developing a soap where some of the people, they will be having, let us assume that I'm going to have a set of people who are having dry skin. Okay, let us take an example, same example of soap. Hammam. So Hammam, what is their USP? That is unique selling proposition. What their target is, the youth, or so when the that too, especially girls, when they are having some pimples, rashes, or when their skin is dry, they will definitely have conscious. So they are going to have some set of people who are going to target, towards a youth, where you have to have where they are going to have beauty as their conscience. So you need to identify who is your target customer or who is your target audience to whom you are going to throw your questions. That has to be decided. Decide on survey questions. So there are different types of questions. The questions can be open-ended questions, closed-ended questions. Open-ended means you can answer anything, like how is my product? For example, they can give an elaborative answer whether the product is good or not. So you need to decide what is the questions what you need to throw on. It can be closed-ended or it can be open-ended. Closed-ended means you will be having only two options, either it's yes or no, whether you would be recommending this product, yes or no. Like that, it is called a closed-ended question. Next is add questions branching to your survey. So you need to target, you should not deviate from which survey you are going to have. You should be morely focused. Your question should be in such a way that you have to arrive to a problem statement where you can solve and give a solution to the problem in such a way that you have to design the questions and have your survey. Next, set a trigger or to pick the right moment to conduct survey. So here I could say set a trigger. So you should have some timeline, or you should have the best example I can give is Ola. For example, if you will just have so if I'm going to book a ride, in that time you will be asked for the previous ride. I think most of them would have come across this situation. So if you are going to have that star rating given to the already utilized ride, then only you can go for the next booking. So that is called the trigger or the moment to conduct the survey. So most of them, they will just give what is the previous rides experience. So then only you will be allowed to go for the next question. So choose the survey design, whether it should be a longer survey or shorter survey. Analyze the results. So once the result, the survey is conducted, you need to go for the analysis. So how many, who is the target audience you have circulated the survey? How many of them has answered honestly? From that, you need to filter the results and come to a conclusion and see how many or which is going to be the major problem which is being addressed. You need to analyze which is the problem most of them focus on, or who is going to face most number of problems. You need to identify that maximum number of problems and give a solution to that. So actions taken, so depending upon the product or services what you provide, according to that you can go and ask, derive a solution. Next. So previously we were discussing about 4 P's of marketing. Now it's somewhat elaborate. There are 7 P's of marketing you need to focus on. So 7 P's of marketing are product, price, promotion, place, people, packaging, and process. So the first 4 P's we have already discussed. Next is packaging. So whatever the product we are giving, so you should have a proper packaging in which you have to concentrate on the aesthetics of the product. You should have a good best example, what I can say is Kurkure. So everyone, Kurkure or Lays, the chips packet. So when you're seeing the packaging, it will be very, very attractive. It will be fluffy, where you will be filled air in it. So once you open that packaging, you will be having very little of chips. So the packaging should be so attractive, and it should invade, or it should attract some customers. So that is the packaging. You should have the coloring, or it should be so attractive in such a way that whatever the packaging you are using, it should be attracting the customer. So process. Apart from this, so you should have also the process, very good process, what you are going to do, how the process is being done. So apart from all these, you should have the quality product. So quality, again, it plays a vital role. Once you're going to have a quality product, so there you will be automatically have a customer base increased, and the promotion of product automatically takes place once the quality is being in such a way that you have to develop your product. Next. So we have discussed about the 7 P's of marketing, and here it's 4 C's of marketing. So what are the 4 C's? Whether the customer has to, the company has to fail or succeed in a long run is done or based on this 4 C's. You need to target the correct customer. You need to retain the correct customer. You have to satisfy the customer based on the customer satisfaction, or whatever the customer gives as a feedback. If you're going to continuously work on the customer feedback and the needs, you can sustain in the long run. And you have to keep on watch on your competitor also. So I think you can also add another C, like competitor. You should always have a watch on the competitor, what the competitor is doing. So we should always be ahead of our competitor. So if I'm competitor is going to give a cost reduction, so we have to plan ahead, and we have to work out in such a way that how we can reduce the cost. Next is convenience, where how convenient I can get your product. So whether the usage of a product is convenience. So these are the ways in which it should be easily used. Next is communication. So whatever the communication, either from the buyer to the customer or the customer to buyer, it should be both the way, and it should reach from end to end in an effective manner. So that is the communication which plays a vital role. Next. So here there are some of the marketing tools which are available. These are the open-ended softwares or the tech tools which are being used. One is Google Trends, SurveyMonkey, Make My Persona, WordSwift, Google Forms, Zoho Survey. So these are some of the survey tools which are mainly used for surveying a customer, where you can just share the link to any customer. So it can be through polls, it can be through emails, it can be through WhatsApp groups. So you can just share the link to any customer who is using a product and get the customer feedback. So these are some of the tools which are widely used and for doing your market survey. So with this, I think we'll have a Q&A session. If anyone is having any queries, we feel free to answer, and you can always reach us at sathyabama-tbi, which is located in Sathyabama Research Park. And this is our contact website. This is my LinkedIn ID, and I will also shared my mail ID. In case if you want any further assistance in case of incubation support, funding support, or mentoring supports, or any other clarification in any incubation related activities or collaborations, you are most welcome. You can always come and meet us. Open to queries. So I think since there is no queries, you can.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Is it audible, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your wonderful session about the topics which you have taken. So I think everyone has got gained the knowledge. So we'll meet. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time, morning 10 o'clock. So now everyone can leave the call now. Sir, some of them are asking about the presentations, sir. They're asking to share the presentations. So you can do one thing, guys. You can share your mail IDs to us. So we'll share you the presentation.
So I'll share the presentation to the organizers. So they can share the presentation once. I think even these sessions are recorded and it is live streamed in YouTube. It's available. So I think the organizers are daily sharing the YouTube sessions also. So you can have this, and you also, if possible, I can also share the presentation to the organizers so that they can share the presentation. So thank you once again. I personally thank sathyabama-tbi and Sathyabama Research Park for giving me this opportunity. I thank the organizers, Mr. Prabhasudan Murugesan and Dr. Tirunjana Sambandam for organizing the 21 days session on TEDP. Very well organized. Thank you very much, the entire team, for organizing such an event. I request all the participants to make use of these types of sessions on entrepreneurship development. I thank all the participants for doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much. Thank you.